Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Don't Miss This on Paris Underground Radio. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity, with a quick roundup of the best of what's happening in Paris this week. This week's edition of Don't Miss This covers the week of Sunday, January 30th through Saturday, February 5th, 2022. From Monday, January 31st through Friday, February 18th, the Au Fil des Voix Festival comes back to Paris for its 15th edition. This year, Au Fil des Voix, a world music festival whose name translates roughly as voices go by, will take place in 3 locations: La Cigale, the 360 Paris Music Factory, and the Trianon. Salvador Sobral will perform at La Cigale on opening night, followed by 15 concerts over the next 17 days, ranging from Brazilian jazz to Greek fusion to Angolan world music, Afropop, Latin American music, and so much more. The closing night concert, From Kabul to Bamako, will take place on Friday, February 18th at the Trianon. Au Fil des Voix will run from Monday, January 31st through Friday, February 18th, and more information, including scheduling and ticketing, can be found at aufildesvoix.com. That's AUFILDESVOIX.com. The sales are still running through February 8th, but if you're in the market for something with a little more vintage flair, you may prefer the Pépite Party. Pépite Party is a vintage pop-up shop that brings together 7 100% vintage shops, including clothing shops Lucette Paillette, Mamie Arty, Colette Bobo Vintage and L'Introuvable, vintage jewelry shop Le Chapeau Magique, and flea markets Ucité and Go Antiquity, which will fulfill your greatest decorative objects and furniture desires. Pépite Party will be held at 54 Rue Charlot in the Marais from January 31st to February 6th. Let's head now to the Butte Chaumont, where a photo exhibit produced by Elle magazine called Aux côtés des femmes afghanes will pay tribute to Afghan women, the first victims of the return to power of the Taliban last August. A few weeks after the initial return to power of these Islamist fundamentalists, Elle magazine journalist Eva Jamshidi published a report about women's struggle to exist in the new regime, accompanied by the striking photographs of Philippe de Paul-Piquet. Now, in conjunction with Elle magazine, the city of Paris honors this exceptional journalistic work with 10 tripod-like structures and 28 photographs, first displayed on the Champs-Élysées and now moving to the Parc des Buttes Chaumont from February 1st through March 11th. Aux côtés des femmes afghanes will be on display in the Parc des Buttes Chaumont from February 1st through March 11th. More information can be found at paris.fr. Sometimes all we need is a fresh start, a new beginning. A new year. Tuesday, February 1st, marks the beginning of Chinese New Year. This year, we move away from the metal ox to the year of the water tiger, which is meant to bring sudden changes for the good of everyone, apparently. Paris usually celebrates this spring festival with multiple parades, dances, and concerts throughout the city. Unfortunately, due to the guest who's overstayed his welcome and just can't take the hint, Monsieur Covid, most of these events have been cancelled. Of all the parades from the before times, I could find only 2 that were going forward this year, the first of which is the Lunar New Year parade on the Faubourg Saint-Honoré, and the second of which I'll mention a little later on. On Tuesday, February 1st, from 3 to 5:30 p.m., the Faubourg Saint-Honoré committee will throw a colorful parade with a demonstration highlighting Asian traditions and folklore while lions, lanterns, and dragons fill the streets. Around 30 artists from the Paris Lion Sport Group will perform. This Lunar New Year festival will take place on February 1st from 3 to 5:30 p.m. en Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honoré. For more information, please visit comitédufaubourgsainthonoré.com. That's COMITÉDUFAUBOURGSAINTHONORE.com. While the traditional Lunar New Year parade in the 13th arrondissement, which is sometimes referred to as Paris's Chinatown, has been cancelled, the town hall has curated 5 exhibits in its stead. The first exhibit, Le Printemps Arrive, or Spring is Coming, features work by Tay Nguyen, a Vietnamese artist who paints in Indian ink and oil, but is best known for his watercolors on silk. Le Printemps arrive reveals his work over the past few years through his favorite themes, nature and water. Le Printemps arrive will be at the Galerie Bièvre until Friday, February 4th. The second exhibit, Origine de la Vie, or Origin of Life, features the work of painter Wenyu Zhu, who plays with the paradox between, quote, an eternal gulf between hope and despair, separating the lover and the loved, end quote. Origine de la Vie will be at Galerie Athéna until Friday, February 4th. The third exhibit, Impression, mes photographies sont mes peintures, or Impression, my photographs are my paintings, features the work of author, director, and photographer Bolumsuk Svadvefen. Her photographs capture the transfigured memories of her travels, fleeting sensations, and fuzzy traces. Quote, vector images of my emotions, guaranteed without special effects or retouching, to stay in the moment, my truth, which is not necessarily reality. End quote. Impression, mes photographies sont mes peintures will be at the Antichambre until Friday, February 4th. The fourth exhibit, Ramina Grobis, features the work of painter and poet Jia Wang. Jia was born in Shanghai but has lived in Paris for 20 years. Her paintings combine the year of the tiger with the world of Jean de La Fontaine. Ramina Grobis will be at the Galerie Bièvre from February 7th through February 11th. And lastly, Fragments d'Histoire, or Fragments of Stories, features the work of photographer and filmmaker Sidney Butball and explores the close relationship between light, shadow, characters, and narration. Fragments d'Histoire will be at the Galerie Athéna and Antichambre from February 7th through February 11th. We can't end our discussion of Lunar New Year without talking about food. This year, many Parisian restaurants are creating special meals for the evening, most notably the Shang Palace in the Shangri-La, the only Michelin-starred Chinese restaurant in Paris, which is offering a multi-course meal for 158 euros. But if you're looking for something a little more unusual and a little more budget-friendly, head to Nonette, a charming Vietnamese shop in the 11th arrondissement dedicated to banh mi. For the Lunar New Year, chef Can Li Hyun has created a box of 8 donuts, 8 being a lucky number evoking prosperity. These donuts keep Asia's sweet and salty tradition alive with 4 new flavors to complement Nonette's signature donuts: the caramel donut, the glazed, the kaya, and the passion fruit cream-filled lilikoi. These new flavors include the Liu Sha donut, a donut with a runny salted egg yolk center; the King donut, a donut topped with pastry cream infused with durian fruit; the sriracha donut, a donut with sriracha icing and sprinkled with gochugaru, which is a Korean chili powder used for kimchi; and the pork floss donut. In a nod to Singaporean rousong toast, this donut is brushed with a thin layer of homemade mayonnaise and covered with dehydrated and shredded pork in yuk mam and soy sauce. If that's got your tummy rumbling, head to Nonette from February 1st through the 14th. A box of 8 Lunar New Year donuts will run you 24 euros and 50 centimes, and you can find more information at nonettebanmi.com. That's NONETTEBANHMI.com. What's that? You're still hungry? Well, you're in luck. For the 5th time, the Belleville Food Market joins forces with Mr. Zhao to highlight Chinese cuisine from Xinjiang to Taiwan via Sichuan. This is your chance to sample authentic regional Chinese dishes from the best Parisian restaurants at a price that won't break the bank. With a dozen stalls representing the country's different regional culinary specialties, you can expect gua bao from Panda Panda, Sichuan fried chicken from Trois Fois Plus de Piment, and grilled suckling pig from Brigade du Tigre, and much more. Admission to the food market is free, and no dish will cost more than 10 euros. In addition, you'll be treated to our second traditional lion dance with 1,001 red lanterns and the snapping of chopsticks. The Belleville Food Market will take place from 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on Boulevard de Belleville between Ménilmontant and Couronne. Admission is free. More information can be found at lefoodmarket.fr. That's lefoodmarket.fr. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. And we're back. Let's hop on the metro and head over to the east of Paris to the Palais de la Porte d'Oreille for the 5th edition of the L'Envers du Décor Festival, or the Behind the Scenes Festival. The Palais de la Porte Dorée was originally built for the Colonial Exhibition of 1931, but now houses the Musée de l'Immigration, the Immigration Museum, and a tropical aquarium. So, what will this contemporary art festival entail? Well, you'll find installations, concerts, and performances ranging from vertical dance performances to tightrope walking, to concerts by Senegalese musician Lass and Frenchman David Walters, to a sculptural performance of a moving aquarium decoration performed by Claudat and Petit Pierre, and a multi-sensory performance of Notre Forêt by circus choreographer Justine Bertillot, among others. You remember how I mentioned the Colonial Exhibition of 1931? Well, that checkered past will also not be overlooked. The ANPU, which translates as the National Agency for Urban Psychoanalysis, will question the history of colonial products, and illustrator Carole Shea will vegetate the dioramas of the original exhibition, whatever that means. L'Envers du Décor will take place at the Palais de la Porte Dorée from February 4th through the 6th and is free to attend. For more information, including a full performance list and scheduling, please visit palais-portedorée.fr. That's PALAIS-PORTEDOREE.fr. Do you love ice skating but find that lakes, rivers, and other natural ground level rinks are just too mundane? Well, throw away your fear of heights and let's head to everyone's favorite eyesore, the Tour Montparnasse. At the top of the Montparnasse Tower, a mere 210 meters up in the air, you'll find a 230-meter square ice skating rink from Saturday, February 5th through March 6th. During this time, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., head up to the 59th floor and enjoy a 360-degree view while you triple axel to your heart's content, as long as you can fit your heart's content into 30 minutes. Tickets range from 11 to 23 euros and are cheaper if bought ahead of time online. For the price, you'll also get skate rentals and access to the observatory. And never fear, there will be a catering area nearby to satisfy any chocolat or vin chaud cravings you may have. The ice skating rink atop Tour Montparnasse is open from Saturday, February 5th through March 6th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, including ticketing, please visit tourmontparnasse56.com. That's TOURMONTPARNASSE56.com. Well, that's it for this week's roundup of Don't Miss This. I hope this week treats you well. If you enjoyed this roundup, please tell a friend. If you venture out to any of the events mentioned in this podcast, please let me know and tag Paris Underground Radio on Facebook or Instagram. And if you think you have an event we should know about, please feel free to email me at hello@parisundergroundradio.com with the subject line, Don't Miss This. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity. You can find me on all socials at Jennyphoria, JENNYPHORIA. Don't Miss This is produced by me for Paris Underground Radio. For more on Don't Miss This and shows like it, please go to parisundergroundradio.com. Thank you so much for listening, and happy exploring!